As part of the Rematrix 5 solution, Rittal have developed the LCP Plus liquid cooling package that's been specifically designed to solve the issues of deploying high-density servers. With a maximum of 55 kilowatts heat extraction, the LCP Plus can really provide a future-proof thermal solution. The LCP Plus 300mm wide module consists of a heat exchanger fed from an external chiller system and 6 fans which circulate the hot air via the heat exchanger. Intelligent modules monitor the fans and the flow rates and are displayed on an optional touch-sensitive LCD screen on the front of the LCP Plus. The LCP Plus is connected to a standard 1200mm deep enclosure and pulls the hot air from the server exhaust and cools the air via the heat exchanger. It's been specifically designed to blow cool air across the whole height of the enclosure to ensure that there's no chance of having any hotspots developing. This is a closed-loop cooling system which focuses the cooling directly where it's required. Physically separating the hot and the cold air paths so they can never mix also significantly increases system efficiency. Water is generally readily available in most data centers, so installation of the LCP Plus can be as simple as connecting to your existing chiller circuits. The LCP Plus can be fed with water from below if you have a false floor, or from above. With a greater efficiency than traditional open-loop systems, again the LCP Plus can give long-term financial gains. As can be seen in this demonstration, heat loads have been placed in the enclosure to mimic high-power blade servers. The heat load has been taken up to 20 kilowatts, and you can see the inlet and the outlet temperatures are stable. Because of the large cooling capacity of the LCP Plus, it can be shared across a number of enclosures, effectively providing 2 enclosures with up to 15 kilowatts per rack. This gives you a greater flexibility to use the LCP Plus wherever and whenever you need to. Cooling is only one part of the functionality of the LCP Plus. Remote monitoring and control is essential so you understand what's going on within your high-density enclosure, and also you can adjust any parameters to suit individual applications. A backlit touchscreen LCD permanently displays the average server inlet air temperature so you get an immediate indication of cooling. This screen can be interrogated so you can see fan rotational speeds, inlet and exhaust temperatures, water flow, inlet and outlet water temperatures, and of course any alarm activity. The LCP Plus can be directly connected to your network, and via a web browser or an NMS you can see a graphical status display. A mimic diagram shows the key elements of the LCP Plus and visually displays any fault. SNMP traps can be sent to network management software to alert remote users of any issues. Alarm logs are stored and are easily accessible via the web browser. Ensuring system resilience is critical to any 24-hour, 365-day-a-year data center. LCP Plus has the functionality to give you a scalable resilience depending on your needs. N+1 configuration is very simple to implement. And in the unlikely event of an LCP failure, the secondary LCP is always available. To increase the robustness of the system even further, each LCP can be fed from a separate water supply, so even if the chiller fails, there's a backup supply. The fans that pull the air through the heat exchanger are fed from a single 3-phase supply, 2 fans per phase. Therefore, in the event of a phase failure, 2/3 of your fans are still working. The remaining fans will automatically speed up to compensate for the 2 that have shut down. Each fan module is hot swappable and can be removed and replaced in seconds, minimizing the mean time to repair and maximizing the mean time between failure was one of the key design considerations for LCP Plus. The LCP is also available as an inline version for use in aisle containment systems. This draws the hot air from the hot aisles across the heat exchangers and blasts cold air into the cold aisle. Supplying the product is only half the story. At Rittal, we can support you with post and pre-sales support. With our technical teams, we can carry out site surveys, full LCP installation, and maintain the system in the long term. If you need to future-proof your data center and you need to do it in the most economical way, then there's only one solution that stands out, and that's the LCP Plus liquid cooling package from Rittal, part of the Rematrix 5 suite of IT infrastructure solutions.